What's going on, guys? Today I want to talk about starting a business in a bad economy. Right now, you see nothing but on TikTok, a bunch of people complaining about the price of food, complaining about the price of housing, they complain about rent, and they complain and they complain and they complain and complain. Let me make a very bold statement. None of the people who are putting up these videos that want to complain will ever become rich. You want to know why? Essentially, they are not looking for a solution to their problem. They're not. What they want to do is come online and talk about, like literally, there was this thing, and it has become an internet thing, about Chipotle serving less food unless you film them, and if you film them, they'll put more food on your plate. And I'm just sitting here like, this is crazy. But one of the things that I consistently see is, let's go ahead and put the category. There's the 80%, there's the 20%. If you're in the 80%, maybe you're putting up TikTok videos, maybe you're putting up videos. There's a girl on YouTube who compiles the TikTok videos where people are talking about these prices are getting worse. Let me go ahead and give you an example. If you had $1 million in 1993, the same money to replace that $1 million in 1993 would be about $2 million. This inflation is a part of the American culture. In the 1970s, inflation went up to 15% in the 1970s. So right now we're on the path due to the pandemic and the government putting all this money in the economy, right? So this is one of the reasons we have inflation. And right now there's a ton of people who think there's going to be a housing crash and prices go. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. So once again, today you need to decide, who are you? And what do I mean when I ask that question? Are you going to be a member of the 80% or are you going to be a member of the 20%? And essentially, if you're a member of the 20%, because let me just go ahead and break it down to you. I know these are government numbers and a lot of people don't trust government numbers, but in 2024, we're not in a recession. We're not in a recession. These are the issues that have happened. We have affordability issues, which is the direct reverse of a recession where everything's crashing. We have affordability issues. The average family cannot buy a house in the United States of America. The average household price in the state of California has crossed $900,000. Let me go ahead and explain to you what's going to happen. Someone 20 years in the future is going to look back at these prices and think stuff was ridiculously cheap, because inflation's not going to stop. So once again, you need to ask yourself, are you going to be a member of the 80%, put up videos whining, put up videos crying, put up videos talking about how hard it is? Or are you going to be a member of the 20% that's like, hey, I'm going to do something to change my financial trajectory? Because here's the thing. There is plenty of money out there. There's tons of money out there. There's tons of money out there. And you need to go ahead and put it in your mind that I'm going to get it. You need to go ahead and have this statement. Every day I wake up, I'm like, who's holding my money? Because there's money out here. And if you want to start a business in a bad economy, and this is what I'm talking about, the economy today is not as bad as it was 2014, 13, 12, 11, 10, and 9. It's not. It's not. Unemployment was past 10%. This is government numbers. If you look at true factual numbers, unemployment was like about 15, 16%. But once again, right now, you have this tool. What are you watching me on? The internet. The internet is a game changer. The internet can open up so many possibilities for you. The internet can change things. But once again, you must make a decision who you are. Because if you want to come on the internet for gossip, drama, and watch people whining about how expensive it is, and then they compare and contrast. Like 20 years ago, if I was working at Walmart, I could afford my own place. Not really. 20 years ago, that wasn't the case. Maybe 40 years ago, that was the case. 40 years ago, but not 20 years ago. Because essentially, 20 years ago, these jobs were not paying a lot of money and you could not afford to get an apartment. You could not afford to do certain things. However, this right here, for the people who have the right mindset, is the best time in history to start a business. Number one, you have the internet. Number two, you have AI. Number three, you have so many tools to help you make money. But the critical component to making money is you got to have the right ideal. You got to have the right attitude. You got to go out and get it. Because essentially, right now, there's a ton of people online selling things. And congratulations to those people, because those people have decided not to be part of the 80%. These people have programs, they're selling, they're buying ads, they're doing all kinds of stuff, and these people are making money. So you've got to make a decision. Are you going to be a member of the 80%, or are you going to be a member of the 20%? Because I'm here to tell you, you can start a business today, you could go out and start making money and then change your personal finances and change the lives of your family. There's so many ways you can do it. There's so many businesses, and this is one of the things I get. And I get this question quite a bit. Glendon, what kind of business should I start? And that question is really a false question. What they're really asking, hey Glendon, what is the easiest, most surefire business that I can get into that's going to guarantee me to make some money? That's the answer that they're looking for. They don't want to know like, hey, what kind of business should I start? And let me go ahead and tell you, if you're asking that question, you're lazy. Yeah, because number one, what are you watching me on? You're watching me on the internet. If there's a business you should be interested in, there's literally bookloads of information about any business online. You must go ahead, do the research, position yourself, and learn as much about that business as possible. If you're asking that question, that means you've done no research, you've not looked at anything, and you're just curious George. It's like, what kind of business should I start? I don't know. I don't know you. I've not spent any time around you. But once again, if you were serious, you would have an ideal. Give you a good example. I have someone who wants to get into real estate and they want to get into investing and they want to get business funding. Okay. What's going on with the real estate market? The real estate market right now is bananas. Unless you're going to go subprime or very low income housing, it's very difficult to make money in real estate buying traditional properties. It's really, really difficult. So once again, the person who asked me this isn't looking at the market. They're not doing their research. They have no clue to what's going on. No clue to what's going on. So they're not looking in the market. But once again, I'll kind of go back in the day in 2009 when I was selling the storage auction book. I just took a chance. I did not know there was a market for that. I just took a chance. And fortunately for me, it paid off. But right now, today, you could do so much research. You could talk to so many people. You could set yourself up for so much money if you would take action. And one of the things that you have to do is learn how business works. Right now, I'm running some ads and I'm getting ready to stop these ads because essentially these ads are for business funding, which means you have to have good credit. Guess what? 95% of the people who answer my ads don't have good credit. And this is the thing, they know they don't have good credit, but they're answering an ad that's talking about how to get funding when you have bad credit, which tells me that these people don't know how financial institutions work, have no clue. And I'm just sitting there like, what is going on? Sweet mother of Jesus, what is going on? And it hit me, the internet. The internet has convinced people right here on YouTube. Go ahead and put the title, How to Get Business Funding of $50,000 with No Proof of Income. You will get a ton of videos. And I'm gonna tell you, 95% of them are lying. You cannot walk in the bank with no business, no income, and bad credit and get $50,000 worth of business funding. Ain't happening. But once again, there's a number of people in the financial space who are telling you that you could be making $35,000 a year and someone's gonna give you a credit card with a $50,000 limit. It ain't happening. But once again, the internet has literally convinced people that you got bad credit, no income or very low income and somehow get this high levels of business funding because these people don't understand. Now, why did I go there? I went there because it's the same thing. These people who are responding to my ads for bad credit have done absolutely no research, which puts you in the position, if you want to start a business today and you're kind of like, well, I'm gonna start a business. What kind of business should I get into? You've done no research. So you should be doing the research. You should be getting into your business. You should be working on the things that you need to work on to start your business. Because let me go ahead and put it to you. Inflation is never going to stop. It's never going to stop. Housing is not going to get cheaper. Right now, people are paying rent of $1,900 to $2,500. 10 years from now, the average rent is going to be around $2,500 to $3,000. 10 years in the future. 10 years in the future. It's coming. Question is, are you going to be prepared to pay those rents? Mortgages are going to be higher 10 years in the future, 20 years in the future. They're going to be higher. So you got to question, this is coming. Are you going to do what you need to do to prepare yourself to be able to live the way you want to live in America? Or are you going to leave? This is where we are. This is where we are. So once again, right now is one of the best times in history to start a business. Number one, we got the 80%. These folks are not thinking about starting a business. They're not even thinking about getting a second job. They're just going to come on the internet and whine about how hard it is versus seeking a solution and directions to their problems. They don't want a solution. They want the world to be easy. Let me go ahead and share something with you. When I got out of my average person state and I began to really start to hustle, because here's the thing. If you hustle, if you put forth effort and you keep doing it and keep doing it, you will get results. You will get results. But if you just do it for a week and like, it ain't gonna work, you won't get any results. So essentially, right now is the best time in history to start a business, to set yourself up, to scale yourself where you can become a profitable person in the future. Now, I keep saying the future, right? Because right now, you're not there. You just have a concept, you have desires, you have wants, you kind of know where you want to be. But once again, you got to have the right mindset. You got to have the right mindset to go ahead and get into that. All right, so right here are some other videos that you should watch. So you could go ahead and watch all these videos. This is a new channel. This channel will be like 2 months old on the 6th of June. So there's videos. You can watch all the videos, stay up to date. So go ahead and watch the other videos. And I will be back at you with another video very, very soon.